The title is A New Role for Livestock Guard Dogs. Livestock are farm animals such as cows, sheep, goats, pigs, and chicken that are raised for food, milk, wool, or farm work. A livestock guard dog is a dog trained to protect these farm animals. A predator is an animal that hunts and eats other animals. Prey are animals that are hunted and eaten. For example, if a lion hunts a deer, the lion is a predator and the deer is the prey. So, the title says that livestock guard dogs have a new role or a new job. The subtitle explains what that new role is. Traditionally or usually, these dogs protected farm animals, but now they are also helping to protect the predators. Another thing to notice is the different words used for livestock in the passage and the questions. Sometimes the passage simply says farm animals, sometimes it uses examples like sheep, goat, and cattle, which are types of livestock. And in one question, it uses the term domestic animals. Normally, domestic animals also include pets. But in this passage, if the question is mentioning domestic animals, we look for livestock or farm animals. Predators are also referred to in different ways throughout the passage. Sometimes the passage simply gives examples instead of using the word predator. The main examples are cheetahs, jackals, and wolves. We also see the noun form predation, which means hunting and killing other animals for food. We also come across related words such as wild animals, wildlife, and carnivores. These don't always mean exactly the same thing. For example, not all wild animals are predators, but in this passage, these words are often used in contexts related to predators so they can help us locate the correct information. Now let's look at some paraphrases and synonyms used to find the answer. Here, herd refers to the livestock. The question says the use of livestock guard dogs is not sufficiently widespread. In the passage, this is written as if we are not working with everybody. The question mentions there may be negative results. The passage uses an example to show something negative. In this one, the best way is paraphrased as the most efficient method. The word most is especially useful because in other places in the passage, we also see positive words like good and excellent, but only the most efficient matches the best. So it helps us confirm the answer. We have two other paraphrases. As long as is written as if, and appropriately handled is paraphrased as managed and used properly. Next, we see a comparison between training a livestock guard dog and a house guard dog. Instead of saying house guard dog, the passage says a dog for guarding the front porch. A porch is a covered area outside the front door of a house. So the dog guarding the front porch is a house guard dog. A rise in the deaths of an animal is written as the number of the animal killed actually increased. These dogs may help birds by protecting their nests is written as their presence or the presence of the dogs has been found to protect birds. Threatened by predators such as foxes is rewritten as foxes would normally raid them or attack them. And finally, help preserve the predators has the same idea as save the wild animals. Being optimistic means being hopeful about the future, believing that good things will happen. Here, the question says an optimistic suggestion about possible positive developments. The passage talks about a bright future. We also have two useful words here: harmonious and coexistence. Harmonious means peaceful, and coexistence means living together. This passage also contains several useful environmental words that you can use in your writing. We have already seen preserve and harmonious coexistence between humans and wildlife. Other useful words include ecological impacts, endangered, biodiversity, and species. Species is a word you will come across very often in reading passages. It simply means a type of plant or animal. This is a slightly difficult paraphrasing. The question says, guard dogs may save the lives of both livestock and wild animals. The passage first says, common ground from the livestock perspective and the conservation perspective. Perspective means a way of looking at something. Here, one side wants to protect the livestock while the other wants to protect wildlife. The passage says both sides can benefit. An example is then given. Ranchers are farmers. If ranchers don't have a dead cow, they will not apply for a permit to kill a wolf. So, if guard dogs protect a cow, that is a livestock, farmers have no reason to kill a wolf, that is a predator. In this way, the guard dogs help protect both livestock and wild animals. Here is another important paraphrasing. The question says dogs may reduce the amount of food available to certain wild animals. The passage says they compete with other carnivores for food. If two animals compete for the same food, each gets less of it, so the amount of food available is reduced. A word we see in two questions in the passage is claim. A claim is something a person says is true, but it may or may not actually be true. In question 30, different academics or researchers claim or say that livestock guard dogs are effective. In question 33, the question says there are some claims and they may not be totally accurate, which means some people are saying something that may not be the complete truth. So here we find that the farmers are saying or claiming that they no longer kill the predators. So we have a synonym for claims here, which is self-reported results. We also see the idiom take something with a pinch of salt. It means not to completely believe something. So the passage says these self-reported results should be taken with a pinch of salt because they may not be completely accurate. An interesting phrase in this passage is landscape of fear. A landscape is simply an area of land, but a landscape of fear doesn't mean the land itself is frightening. It means the predators create a feeling of danger in that area, and because of that, prey animals change their behavior. Finally, we have two almost opposite words. Exterminated means completely wiped out or almost completely disappeared. The passage says many predators were exterminated in the past, but later they became more widespread again, so guard dogs made a revival, which means they made a comeback or became common again. We also see three words that often tell us an example is coming, particularly, including, and such as. Whenever you see these words, you're looking for an example of something. These are also useful words to use in your writing. With that, we have covered the key vocabulary for this passage. If you'd like to watch the complete step by step reading solution with all the answers and explanations, you'll find the link in the description below. Hope this helped you. Bye for now. All the very best.